my head, they keep falling. And there just did me some talking to the sun. He said, so it is. That's what I told him. I didn't like the way he got things done. He was sleeping on the job. Yeah, I'm not sleeping on the job. And obviously, I'm still a little tired. Hey, guess what? This is one of those weird days when I don't have your chats. I don't know how that happens. I don't know. But we're here. We're here and we're live. We're live with morning coffee with Sandy, and there's Indy. Good morning, Indy. Yeah, raindrops. We did that because it's BJ Thomas's birthday and he wrote this song. And I saw a movie with Paul Newman just last night. Excuse me, but why is Frank Sinatra called Old Blue Eyes? Why don't we call Paul Newman Old Blue Eyes? I mean, Indy, don't get me wrong. You've got great blue eyes.
Maybe Paul Newman should be Young Blue Eyes.
Was he that much younger than Frank Sinatra?
I think so.
I bet you he wasn't much younger. Wait, let's bet. I bet he was within 5 years of Frank Sinatra.
Paul Newman's birthday. 1925, Paul Newman.
Okay, now Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra's birthday.
I think I'm going to win this one.
1915.
10 years. Okay. Big deal.
Old Blue Eyes and Young Blue Eyes.
All right. Old Blue Eyes, Young Blue Eyes. I'll buy that. Okay, that's good.
Call me Baby Blue Eyes.
And I call you Baby Blue. Oh, blue, baby blue. I'm as blue as I can be. It's going to be a very musical day. We'll get to that in a little bit. But this is just a day when music happened, you know? I mean, that's just the way it is. It is Ron Ferris's birthday. Happy birthday, my darling Ron. You probably don't know him. Ron had a stroke about 15 years ago, and he's been bedridden ever since. And he still is one of the... Okay, he was never what you would call a sweet guy. He was fun. He was like fun, and he's still fun. And I still get to go over and tease him, even though most of the time he doesn't know what's going on. He's a darling and he's in my heart. And if by any chance any of his family is watching, happy, what is it, like 82nd birthday, maybe? To Ron Ferris. Happy birthday. We had our house cleaned yesterday. Oh, when Lily comes, even the dogs don't get that upset anymore. That would be my Bailey report for today. Bailey barked when someone came to the door, and as soon as he saw who it was, he just wanted to play with her. And they don't get like crazy. The dogs don't get like crazy over the vacuum cleaners. Did you notice that, Indy?
Much better, yeah.
Yeah, they're so much calmer than they used to be. Another 73 years, I think we'll have like the dogs we said we wanted to have. Yeah, I think that'll happen. Sleepy day today. I didn't wake up until 3:33 this morning. Yeah. And got up, went to the bathroom, got back in bed, fell back asleep, and then didn't wake up again until good old Bailey jumped on the bed on me at 4:30, because that's what time Indy gets up. And Bailey, I guess, assumes we should all be up at 4:30. But personally, I like to stay in bed until about 5:15 and then get wakened by Indy. That's way more fun for me. It is National Hangover Day. I did not drink yesterday. I do not have a hangover. But for those of you who did and do, sorry. Do you have a good hangover cure?
A good hangover cure? Yeah, don't drink.
Don't drink. I knew you were going to say that. That's a great hangover cure. Don't drink. It's also National Beach Party Day. That's more your style.
Well, now if you had a hangover from drinking at the beach, that'd be one thing.
That'd be different. That'd be better. Beach. Yeah. Did I mention that it's 120 degrees here? But when I was at the beach a couple of days ago, it was only in the 70s, in the high 70s, low 80s. It was pretty perfect.
Might be today too, huh?
Might be today too. Might be tomorrow too. Yeah, the beaches have been beautiful. Maybe the weather's been gorgeous. I mean, it was, it did do that overcast thing until around noon. That's one of the things I don't like about it. But it was just so comfortable, and you could be outside. Here, it's like not even pleasant to go outside. Yesterday, seriously, I went into the hot tub. It was 103 degrees. That's pretty hot for a hot tub, right?
Yeah.
I went in there to cool off. No kidding. I did. I really did. It was insane. It's National Clown Day. Why are people afraid of clowns? You're a psychologist. Speak to that. Why are people, seriously, why are so many people afraid of clowns?
It's some kind of new thing, and clowns got, it's the shadow of the clown. The clown is entertaining, and the shadow side of that would be evil. That a happy thing could be evil really pulls for that. So it's been used in horror films and as a.
That's true. That's true.
And that.
And you think people just remember the clowns that went bad?
Yeah.
What was the thing with the clown and the cannibal we saw yesterday? What was that?
Oh, we were talking about sort of cliche jokes and cliche cartoons, and one cliche is the cannibals with the people in the big pot. And so the joke was when the clowns were in there, and what the cannibals say.
Oh, what do the cannibals say when they put clowns in that big pot and boil them? Get it? Ready? Ew, this tastes funny.
That's it.
Get it? I knew you would.
Have you done any clowning?
Well, yes, actually, I did. So here's my clowning history. Do you know I used to work for a circus?
I did not know that.
One of my many jobs was I worked for this circus called the Funza Poppin' Circus in Southern California. Betty Spaghetti was the head of the circus.
Nice. Betty
Spaghetti, and her sidekick was, I forget, but it's something like that. I got a job with them promoting them. So they did like pocket circuses, and they would go to churches and schools and synagogues and, organizations, and they'd put on like this little pocket circus. I mean, it was really, really a good little circus. And my job was to go and sell the circus. Okay, so I loved it. I was a single mom with 2 little kids, and I used to go to the circuses all the time and take them with me. And I got more and more involved. And I started popping the popcorn for the circuses. They gave me that as an extra way to make money for me and the kids. Now, remember, this is back in the day when they didn't come and check your kitchen to make sure that it was safe, right? Before you sold food. I used to seriously pop gallons of popcorn on my stove and transfer the pots of popcorn to a cleaned out bathtub, fill the bathtub with popcorn. This is true. Give each one of the kids a scooper and a stack of paper bags. They were little kids, and they had to put 2 giant scoops into each paper bag, and then we would staple them closed and sell them at the circus.
How about that?
And we made some extra money. And when the circus closed, they gave me one of their clown costumes, and I bought some makeup, and I used to do kids' parties. Yeah, I made some really good extra money doing children's parties as Sandye the Clown. The kids loved it. And the people driving alongside of me when I was going to and from the parties, they loved it too. Because I would be like, "Hi, I'm Sandye the Clown." Yeah, it was fun. It was a short-lived gig, but yeah, I was a clown.
Me, have I done any clowning?
What?
Oh, I thought you were asking if I'd done any clowning.
Did you?
Well, actually, I took introduction to clowning at Harvard Community Adult Education when I was in Cambridge. And
seriously?
Well, we were jugglers, and we would go out in Harvard Square and do some busking with juggling and clowning like that.
Did you make any money doing that?
Not much, but we'd put out the bucket and make a little bit, and yeah.
And then did you dress up as a clown and juggle in Harvard Square?
I've done a little of that, and then of course I got involved with other circus groups, and I got involved in circus arts,
right,
trapeze and so forth. So yeah, I've been involved with quite a bit of circus.
Do you guys? Yeah. Did I mention to you that he's the only person I know who owned his own fire truck?
Well,
seriously.
To do with the circus.
Well, but it did.
Doing aerial
it did. He bought a fire truck, went back east, picked it up, drove it back across the country, and it had like a crane on the back.
75-foot platform, yeah.
A 75-foot platform. And he had friends who did an aerial act, and he would park it, and they would do their aerial act on his fire truck,
Hanging from the platform. Yeah.
hanging from the platform with a flatbed for a band. It was like circus to go.
That's it.
Yeah, cool. I love the circus.
Happy Circus Day.
Happy Circus Day.
I still might run off and join the circus. You better watch it.
Uh-oh. I better hold on tight. It's Clown Day. It is also particularly preposterous packaging day. Particularly preposterous packaging day. I thought this was like, for birthday parties, sometimes you take the present if it's small and you put it in a bigger box, and then a bigger box, a bigger box, bigger box, bigger, and you give them this big box and they have to keep unwrapping, and then they get to the tiny box inside. No, this replies to things that come packaged in hard plastic that you can't possibly open without a chainsaw. And I totally get the aggravation behind that. Totally get it.
I went looking for the packaging where you open it up and all the butterflies fly out.
It was sitting right on the counter. Oh, that was the cutest packaging ever. It wasn't negatively preposterous. It was positively preposterous. Indy got me one of those cake in a box things. And when you pull the top off, butterflies and flowers fly out. Oh my God, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Oh, here it is. I don't think I have it.
It's not set up.
I don't think it's set up properly. But it looks like this. It's just a box. And when you open it up, let's see if it happens. Nah, it didn't happen. But inside there are butterflies and flowers, and there's photographs inside. You can send them your photographs and they'll put photographs inside for you. It's delightful to get, and it is positively preposterous. The negatively preposterous ones, my least favorite was, I remember I bought some medication. Oh, wait a minute. This one might go now. Remember the snakes in the little envelopes? It's like that. Oh, you didn't get to see it. It flew down instead of up. How do you get it to fly up? You get the idea.
That was preposterous.
That was totally preposterous. Anyway, I bought some medication, got it home, and I paid like $70 for it, right? It was for eye drops. Wasn't it like $60 or $70? It was a ridiculous amount of money that I paid for it. And when I got it home and I looked at the paper that came with it explaining how to use it, it said, yay, now it's available over the counter. You can buy this same product with exactly the same ingredients over the counter. So I checked to see how much it was over the counter. And it was like $16 over the counter, and I paid like $70. So I took it back. And they said, oh, we can't take it back because it's medicine. And I said, but it's not opened. And they said, yeah, but we don't know that you haven't tampered with it, so we can't take it back. You can get the other one next time. I was not happy, but I took it home and I figured, okay, I may as well open it and use it. Do you remember what we went through to open that little tiny eye drops this big, right? And I needed them. So we went to open them and I couldn't get them open. Indy tried to open them. We ended up, you had to go out and use, what kind of wrench do you call that?
I think that was the chainsaw.
A chainsaw, basically. Yes, it was horrible. Anyway, I am against what did they call it? Particularly preposterous packaging. There ought to be a law. Yeah.
Gloria's eating one of the flowers out of the, yeah.
Oh, Gloria's eating a flower. We got to stop her. It is, one of the flowers. Pink little baby roses, my favorite too. Doesn't that look nice? Yeah, but it won't stay there.
At least Bailey's not here.
Bailey would have been eating the whole
He would
box.
have swallowed it.
It is Sandcastle Day. When you lived down by San Diego, do you remember that one of the beaches, they used to have the National Sandcastle?
Actually, it was down in National City, the beach down there, yes.
In National City at the beach?
Uh-huh.
They didn't just build sandcastles like when I was a kid. They built like whole towns, right?
Art. It was sand art. Yes.
Sand art. That would be like Sandye.
Of course, we would go to the beach and take the kids and build lots of sandcastles too. So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not like we didn't build sandcastles, but these were like sculptures in the sand, like amazing, down by San Diego. It's play outside day, it's raspberries and cream day, it's professional speakers day. Did you know that the number one fear among most humans is speaking in public? When I first heard that, I was quite surprised because I'm afraid of some things, but speaking in public is like my favorite thing to do. I don't know what makes some people afraid of one thing and feel good about something else. Let's ask our resident psychologist. Maybe he knows.
It's what you say to yourself. It's what you decide.
Really?
Yeah.
So somebody who's afraid of something.
Mhm.
Oh, ah. You mean like if you have to go for an MRI and you start to cry every time you think about being shoved in that coffin, if you think about something pleasant where you're all wrapped up and warm, you might want to go.
That'd be the latest example.
That'd be the best example. Indy is now working with me on this because my doctor told me that he could get a better MRI of what's wrong with me in my leg if I would get a closed MRI instead of an open MRI. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not very tall. So when I get into that thing, there's no light on either side. So he's working with me to get me to realize that when I was a kid, we used to build igloos in the snow. Yeah, there'll be these drifts on the side of our house, big, huge snow drifts in Skokie, Illinois. And we would tunnel in and we'd make blocks out of the bricks and build an entrance. And we'd get in as deeply as we possibly could. We would go all the way back into this igloo. And we thought it was like the best thing in the whole wide world. And I wasn't scared. I enjoyed it. It was fun. And I wasn't cold because I was dressed warmly. So here's my theory.
And then you also used to make forts out of the couch cushions.
Right. We used to do forts all the time.
Uh-huh.
We always did forts, but I don't count forts. Why don't I count forts? The whole idea was to be hidden as much as possible.
Yeah, crawl in those little tunnels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always like loved that I was the smallest one so I could get in the places nobody else could get into. I don't know where that fear comes from. I need to let it go.
You knew if there was any trouble that you could just call.
Help! I gotta tell you, that's also appropriate. We'll get to the music stuff right now. 1965. I talk about 1965 a lot. 1965, I was a sophomore in high school. It was such a great time to be in high school. Wow. I mean, 1965, the Beatles' Help album came out. It Ain't Me, Babe by the Turtles. The Turtles even played at my high school. Yeah, seriously. The Turtles were at my high school.
It Ain't Me, Babe, it's not the Turtles.
What?
It Ain't Me, Babe, it's not the Turtles. You got the wrong song. That would be Bob Dylan.
Check out It Ain't Me, Babe.
Okay.
See if the Turtles did It Ain't Me, Babe first.
It Ain't Me, Babe.
He might have written it.
Oh, they did cover it. Huh?
Yeah,
it's a Dylan song.
Okay, Bob Dylan may have written it, but they made it popular.
Okay.
Uh-oh. We got a guy who is like a Bob Dylan fanatic. So he's gonna defend Bob Dylan on this to the end.
I've never heard the Turtles version of it.
Okay, so here's the thing. Bob Dylan may have written the song. He may have even sung the song, but you probably couldn't understand what he was saying. At least the Turtles, you could understand it. Yeah. All right. So 65, the Beatles' Help album, It Ain't Me, Babe, the Turtles. The Made in the Shade album by the Rolling Stones, that included Brown Sugar and It's Only Rock and Roll, but I like it. Yeah. Okay, but wait, I got to get to my favorite of 65. Turn this off because my favorite one's coming. You ready?
I'll be happy to turn this off.
He doesn't like this anyway. Turn off the Turtles. I like the Turtles. My favorite 1965 today, absolutely today, was Herman's Hermits. I loved Herman's Hermits. And they sang, this is not Herman's Hermits.
Away from my window, leave at your own chosen speed. Have a hard time understanding that?
I'm not the one who wants you.
One you want, babe.
I'm not the one you need. Okay, truth is, I love Bob Dylan, okay? But he's so much fun to imitate. All right, wait a minute. Come on, now let me do this. My favorite was I'm Henry the Eighth, I am. Henry the Eighth, I am. I got married to the widow next door. She's been married 7 times before, and everyone was an Henry.
Henry.
Couldn't have a Larry or a Sam. No, Sam. It wasn't Larry or Sam. What was it? Harry or Sam, yeah. I got married to the widow next door. She's been married 7 times before. Okay, so there's more music for 1965. Oh, well, Willie or Sam. It wasn't Willie or Sam. There's more music on this date. Yes. 1991. New York City.
Oh, the concert in the park.
The concert in the park, Paul Simon. Yeah. I mean, seriously, one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. Happened to be in New York City in 1991 with husband and 2 teenage children. And we went to the concert in the park. Yeah, we did. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I got a little claustrophobic there at the park because it was so packed. And I, of course, was so much shorter than everyone else there. It was a little creepy, but the music was amazing. Paul Simon's concert in the park, 1991. Yeah. It's Taxpayer Appreciation Day. And Sandcastle Day. I told you that. What else? Let me see. Paul. So this guy right here, he does love Bob Dylan, but I think it's a very tight race between Bob Dylan and Paul Simon. And I think Paul Simon wins out pretty much every time.
Hey, Mrs. Robin.
Yeah, baby. Woo! All right, let's get to the word art this morning. What do you say? Here's you know what? There's something I didn't say. I did say we got the house cleaned yesterday and that Bailey behaved. But here's what I didn't say. First of all, having somebody here to help clean the house was awesome. I love that. But more important, she inspired me to get out my polish and my favorite polishing cloth and polish all of my old antique oak furniture. Yeah, I did. The smell and the shine. Ugh. And I spent literally the rest of the day and the evening just walking around smiling. Didn't I tell you like 3 times? It's so pretty in here. It's so nice in here. I love a clean house. And I don't even mind being the one who has to clean some of it. But I love having help. So, Indy, thank you for sharing with me in the decision to have someone come in and help clean the house every week or 2. And I use what's the name of my polish?
Howard's Weed and Feed.
Right, Howard's. I love that it's mushy, icky, yucky, and it works so well. Yeah, Howard, here's to you, Howard, for inventing that.
No, it's not Weed and Feed?
No, it's not Weed and Feed.
It's
Wax and Feed or something like that. Yeah, Howard's Wax and Feed.
With beeswax.
With beeswax. It does, honestly, it does seem like that, like the wood just goes, oh, it's so delicious. Give me more. I can almost hear it. I can almost hear the furniture smiling.
The old trees.
Yeah, it's a true story. All right. The word art today is really fun. And I want to thank my friend Dan Johnson for giving me some more ideas of what people say. You should check it out on What Do I Say, What Do I Do? The word art today is, why is it that when someone says, I mean no disrespect, an insult pretty much always follows? What is that about people? What is that? I have decided that it is the reason that the art of conversation for most people doesn't exist anymore because we cannot trust the words. Am I right about that?
Oh, I don't know. We still have the art of conversation, but no
Some people.
disrespect intended, but I think you're terribly wrong.
Yeah, seriously, there's like a whole list of things people say that are pretty much always followed by an insult. Be careful about what you say. If you want people to converse with you, give them something to trust. What have we got going on here? Ah, the Stones. Okay, we're going to rock out to this on the way out, right? We're going to rock, sip, and smile. Here we go. Ready? Sip. And smile while we rock. See you on a rockin' Sunday. Have a great weekend, my friends. I love you. I will see you tomorrow. Woo! Brown sugar.